We'd like to welcome Brenna Wallhauser here to the booth as we get ready to cover the Twilight Christmas Parade here in Berea. And we're going to have you in here talking about Hospice Care Plus for a little bit, which I know many people know I work for hospice as well, but this is our official spokesperson.
Yay! Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
One thing we wanted to ask you are what's going on with hospice this season? I know that they do several Christmas things.
Well, we have probably our biggest event coming up tomorrow, and that's the Remembrance Tree ceremony. It's at Richmond Mall on Sunday, which I guess will have passed by the time this airs. Is that correct? But it's a really important ceremony for us. It kind of gives people in the community a chance to have a space where they can remember those who aren't with us at the holiday season anymore. So, for instance, my kids go with me, and we put a personalized memorial ornament on the tree for our grandmothers who aren't with us, for aunts, and for pets, which is an important thing for my kids. So we really enjoy it. It's very special, very meaningful, and I think of it as part of our bereavement outreach to the community, because it is something that gives permission and space just to remember those who aren't with us when it often feels a little bit discordant. You know, it's that wonderful time of the year, but it doesn't always feel like that when you're grieving, and there doesn't seem to be a space to recognize that. And so
a lot of people don't know what to do with their grief, or I think having an opportunity to respond in a corporate way and to find some other people who are going through the same thing just is really meaningful this time of year.
I think you're right. And as our bereavement coordinator, Nora Brashear, says, for the newly bereaved, Christmas and the whole holiday season can be really taxing, because grief in itself, especially when it's brand new, is exhausting, just the grieving process. And when you add that to a season that's frenetic and exhausting in itself, it's just a wicked combination, So I think having that support there is real important. And this comes on the heels of two new things we've done this year. Grief at the Holidays workshops. We did 3 of those. Big truck.
That was our fire truck blowing their horn at us as they went by.
We did 2 of those in Madison County, one in Lee County this year, and had great turnouts at those. Just a chance for people to come together and learn coping methods, basically.
So Hospice of the Bluegrass isn't just Madison County, apparently.
You know what? We're not Hospice of the Bluegrass.
Are you?
That's all right.
You're going to edit that out, aren't you?
But I'm glad she said it. Don't edit that out, because there is a misconception out there that we are part of Hospice of the Bluegrass. There are lots of hospices that serve Kentucky. We are a non-compete state for the most part, so hospices don't compete to serve the same county. And our hospice is Hospice Care Plus. We serve Madison, and then I try to do it alphabetically. Lee, Estill, Jackson, Rockcastle, Owsley. I didn't go alphabetically, but I got them all. And we've been here we just celebrated 30 years. So we've been here for 30 years, but you are not the only one to make that mistake.
How could I think that then?
I think probably it's just like most things bluegrass, most things Lexington. It's big. It's a big hospice, and it serves a number of, I think 29 counties.
Yeah, several.
So I must have seen their sponsorships on things and just figured,
you listen to WUKY, you hear them, they're underwriters there. Yeah, because their service area borders ours.
Billboards in Lexington.
So you'll hear about them.
I guess you don't have to edit that out.
No, that's fine. It's
a learning opportunity.
It happens a lot, and it's good to talk about it. I, of course, am spending my first holidays without my father, and it was exceptionally hard, but we have such a compassionate group at hospice that it's made it a lot better. Yeah. I won't say it's made it easy, but it's made it better.
To have support there at work, in your work environment. But we have, just again to say a little more about our hospice and what we do, we have of course, the central office is here in Berea. And from that, we serve more or less Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Jackson. No, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle. Then from a Boonville satellite office, we focus on Lee, Owsley, and Jackson. We also have, a lot of people know us nowadays by that Compassionate Care Center in Richmond, which has been just an enormous, wonderful addition, I think, to the community and to end-of-life care in the area.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's lovely, and it is so patient and family centered. You know, I really enjoy that about it. We another loud car. I just spent the morning there, actually. I've been so amazed and appreciative of how the community has rallied around that center from the beginning, you know, when we were raising funds to build it. And they continue to do that. This morning I was there, and a team of employees and retirees from Intersys, the company in Madison County, and some students from EKU were there decorating for Christmas, for the holidays.
Oh, wow.
Externally and internally, they had
Nice.
wreaths on every window, wreaths on the door. They brought they bought all this stuff themselves, first of all, and they brought these beautiful live wreaths and put bows on them and set everything up. So it's just, it's nice, you know, it's really wonderful how, and the patients and families who are there feel that, and that's great,
Well,
that the community's rallying around
We
them.
were there several times visiting Dorothy Chrisman when she was there, and it was just amazing how welcome we felt. I had not personally been there before, and so, you know, we walk in the door, you're a little bit nervous about, do I need to check in? How am I going to have to present myself here? And
Exactly.
it was, you know, oh, come right on in. The kids are welcome, and throw a penny in the
It's
fountain
like
if you want
home.
to. Meet the dog, you know.
Right.
It was fabulous. And then, of course, we made all kinds of noise in Dorothy's room because we were singing. Their whole family sings, and so we were singing. And I apologized. I said, "Can everybody hear us? You know, maybe we were too noisy." And they said, "No. They can't. And if they could, they would enjoy it." And we had the door open to the outside for fresh air. I was totally impressed. It was
Great.
really
I'm so
wonderful.
glad you had a good experience.
Yeah.
And that's the idea, that if you can't be at home, and that's really the purpose of hospice care, is to allow, enable, empower people to do this at home the way they want to do it. If that's not possible, I think the next best thing is hospice inpatient care.
Yeah.
And you know, the home program still makes up most of what we do. When we opened the center, some people believed that was all we did, you know, and they kind of forgot about the home program. But most of our work is still centered around the home program and nursing home patients, because they can be hospice patients too, as Chad knows. But yeah, the idea is that you should just be able to walk in. All those sort of obstacles and barriers that you usually face, it should feel like you're going home, that you're walking into a home. So I'm glad that you felt that way.
It did.
About it. Very good. And did you meet Coco?
Yes, we did several times. Yes.
Coco is our new pet therapy dog at the center. Annie was with us for, Chad, you'll have to help me there, 3 years?
3 years, right at 3 years, yeah. Counting
it
before
opened.
it opened, yeah.
Right. And she was wonderful. We had so much great feedback about what a great addition Annie was. But that ages dogs quickly, and she was tired. She was tired because she was such a sympathetic animal, and she took all that on, and it just weighed on her, and it was time for her to have her second go at life as an animal who plays and barks and has a great time. So that's what she's doing now. And then what we've done, you know, since her retirement is add Coco. Another rescue dog. We always do the rescue dog thing. These are dogs who come from usually a very bad situation, actually. And remind me of the trainer's name, Joe?
I can't remember.
I can't remember the name of her business, and I'm sorry for that, because I'd love to give her a
Joe
big
Brocious,
plug.
right?
Yes. She works with the dogs that we find and turns them into these wonderful therapy dogs, and they're incredible. They're just amazing. They add so much to the center, I think.
And you know, I didn't know this, but those dogs actually, they let you know when they're ready to retire. It's very obvious that they're finished.
I think people do that too. It's usually really obvious when we're ready, I think. But yes, Annie made sure that we knew it was time. And so we let her do that.
Still have people asking about her though.
There's a lovely drawing of her over the fireplace at the Compassionate Care Center, and people do ask about her. She was just, gosh, you know, I just don't dare tell stories because I'll get misty every time. So I'm not going to do that to all the kind people watching. And Coco has a great future ahead of her. I think even the staff were we had some trouble adjusting when it was time for Annie to go. She was really important to us too, and we had to work hard to let Coco work for us, and she has, and she did, and we've embraced her, and now she's doing her thing. Wonderful dog.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Taking some
Merry
time
Christmas.
out. Thank you.
Merry Christmas to everybody. And anytime you need any information about Hospice Care Plus, we have our website that you were part of helping with, hospicecp.org. So that's a great place to go for more information.
And of course, the phone number there. You go ahead and give it.
986-1500.
For Berea and the center.
2626
It's, you know,
9292,
It's all
and
on
it's
our
all on
phones, you know, but so that's why.
we don't. I know which button to push.
That's right.
but I don't know it from my head. That must mean it's over.
That means that
getting close.
the police need to out in traffic.
Yes, they do.
But thank you so much once again for being
Thanks
here.
for having
And
me.
Like I said, have a good, wonderful Christmas
You
and
too.
enjoy the parade.
You too. You too.
Thank
you
you.
guys.